What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Picking up where we left off last time. We have discovered the grotesque tree, and where else is it? The black monolith as well in the last episode. So 2 of the remaining legendary locations have been found. We've got the Unhold Graveyard there. We had, let's see, we have the Ancient Spire there. I think, yep, there's the Ancient Temple. And we also have the Ancient Statue. What else? I mean, we're closing in, guys. The Sunken Library. We already did the Witch's Hut. Is it still on the map after you do it? That I don't remember. The Watermill is there. Where was the Witch's Hut? I also know that the, where is it? We've got the stone pillars. Yeah, the only thing left for us is to find the Goblin City, which we will endeavor to find. We've also, of course, done the 2 Irajok locations. So I'm guessing they do disappear. So the Witch's Hut is probably gone from the map. But today... Oh yeah, and the Golden Goose. We also found the shipwreck. Yeah, we found them all. We're just looking for the Goblin City so we can start on our quests, which will involve us going around town and knocking down all of these Goblin cities, which I'm looking forward to doing. After we do this, we're going to head down, maybe head in a viscerally direction just to clear it. And then ultimately, we need to go back to town because we need food and we need supplies. But let's do this first. There we go, zooming in. A small clearing in the forest centered around a curious, slender tree. Something seems to be off about this tree, but it's difficult to make out from afar. Alright, it's going to be a good bit of reading, so bear with me if you've read this already. You stand at the edge of a forest clearing, and the sight therein beggars belief. A trunk of a human body runs up out of the earth like a slender tree, naked and bristling, goosebumps for bark, continuing upward until it is twice as tall as yourself. There are no branches. There are no hands. There are instead a series of human heads bound in a bunch where a tree crown should be. From left to right they are babyish and beautifully present, ambiguously sexless, malformed creations of time it seems, where the shadows they themselves author turn their faces from ones oddly familiar to strangely naive. As they stare about as though they knew not how, they got there and seem ever ready to ask it of you. It reminds you of a drowning you happened upon, the face contorting beneath the running river water, the flesh suffering nothing short of constant conjecture as to what put it there. Whispers sift in from the trees. They rifle over the ground as if spoken by the bugs, and they clamber up your arms until they scratch at your very ears. They ask you to stay. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. That's what I would do, but let's see what this is. Upon entering the clearing, the bizarre creature straightens up, swaying its heads from side to side like a peacock readying a display. They speak to you. The elder, yes, here, yes, him. We know him, we knew. The faces warp and discolor, as though blemished in the wake of the words, leaving their very mouths. Slowly they reform to speak again, a grotesque panoply, puncturing itself one head at a time, or punctuating. Drink little, heal all. Drink all, become one. You look down to see an earthen overhang curving across a puddle the size of a plate. There's a faint trickle as water drips into it from the overhang, and from where that water comes is anyone's idea. You look up to see the faces looking down, their appearances molding from anguish to happiness to surprise to fear to confusion. Familiar always. Familiar drink little, yes? No drink all. Looking back down, you take out your water skin and pop the cork. Yeah, let's just take a little lest we become one with these guys. I'll just take a little. You crouch beneath the grotesque tree. The heads sway downward, the shade coming with them as though someone were placing the lid upon a basket. When you look up, they stare from a foot away, rippling and forever moving. Yet one of the far end is very still. Its face is struck in an old man's grimace, the brow furrowed, the jowls taut, the elderly lines ever creased as if the fury was folding upon itself like a well-crafted sword. A bulb of darkness surrounds it, the penumbra pulsing as if the head was staring in from another world altogether. Hands firm, you take the water skin and pour out its contents. Emptied, you put it beneath the dripping overhang and listen to each drop hit its bottom. The faces lean in ever closer, surrounding you in a cone of chaos. As they draw near, you can hear the tearing of their reality as they come to and fall out of shape. The water skin shakes in your hand as if you had to hold it against the surge of a waterfall. You yank it out from the overhang, and as you tumble backward, you realize the heads have long since reared upright. Rolling over, you crawl your way to your feet and run out of the clearing. Seemingly safe, you look back to see the creature is gone. There is nothing there at all. No tree, no fountain. The water skin, however, remains, and that's what we get. Best keep this somewhere safe. So there's some thought here to not using it right away, but I will. If at this point in your campaign you have brothers who have serious injuries, let's say, Rodrigo is one of our better brothers. It could very easily have befallen us over the course of this campaign where he falls in combat. He has multiple serious injuries that he's managed to survive, and at this point we would give him the water skin, which we'll go ahead and read what it does. A leather water skin filled up with the liquid from under a bizarre human-shaped tree. It whispered in your head that you should drink it to heal. Will remove all temporary or permanent injuries. The permanent ones are the ones we're concerned with, as well as the old, addicted, exhausted, and hangover traits and status effects. Right-click to drag onto the currently selected character in order to drink. This item will be consumed. You only get one of these, and we have been saving it for Raynald, who sacrificed early for us in our campaign, and it's time he get his fatigue back. Hopefully it shoots up to a decent amount. 41 has been a pretty big hindrance to him over the course of this campaign, and we're now going to heal him with this. Up to 69, so that's a pretty big pickup for him, and Raynald the Sigmarite has been healed. Welcome back, brother. Very happy to finally get him back up to 100%. So, oh man, that's been a long time coming. Normally I would suggest holding on to it for multiple injuries, or a lot of times you'll get one of the best backgrounds that you can find in Battle Brothers is to recruit a sword master. But sword masters often are old, and they come with that type of trait. Did we find it? Oh no. No, instead we found another gigantic orc dwelling. We might fight this actually. But I was gonna say they'll come with old. They'll be a retired soldier, something like that. And the only thing making their stats kind of suck is the fact that they're old. And I've had a Let's Play before where I had a sword master who was, not only was he old, he became old at some point, which like really crushed his stats. But he also had a permanent injury. So getting that value of getting that 2-for-1 felt pretty good. But I think we're gonna take this Uragash Morat. It's got that looks to be, you have to look at their portrait. That looks like a warrior champion. And I think their numbers, they appear to be manageable. I like bringing back in, let's see. We definitely want our two-handers. I want Aracel in here too. I probably would, yeah, all swords need to come out. Miguel can stay in if we want to use his fire grenades, but I don't think we need to. I think what we really want to do though is get all of our... I want to get all of our handguns in, or at least as many of them as makes sense. It's either Yaku or Aracel. Maybe we just go for maximum like AoE. And these brothers here, or Hamian would probably be fine. Who would we take? Yeah, we would definitely take out Jebediah for that. Something like this. Not bad. We could take out like Mael here and bring in Aracel. Let's put him a little closer to the center. Something like this, a lot of ranged functionality. Let's try it. Okay, we're fighting on the open field. I was thinking we may end up in the forest here based on positioning, but it looks like that's not the case. Wow. Well, it gave me some terrain if that's something I want to play with. I mean, it's given them a funnel. I can see them having a hard time getting through this. They're gonna almost certainly go to overwhelm the top. Alright. 95%. Let's not miss that. Good job, Aracel. With his bonus chance to hit, it's just like... you gotta feel like there's almost no way for him to miss. And the bonus chance to hit comes from the weapon itself, just if you're not familiar. These are the best shots we're going to get. So let's just take those. So what I'm tempted to do here... Let's fall back. Oh, wow. If we're going to step out, we need to get Lone Wolf. We'll see what we can attract. There's the champion, and he's got a unique shield. This is the only Berserker. Killing him would feel pretty good. We missed both of our throws there. Oh, damn. This may have been a costly mistake. I was thinking there'd be way more warriors up here, but instead they're all on Rodrigo. We'll see, though. He might be able to hold up quite a few. Because I can make a concave right here. Or just put a single strong brother like Arcus. And focus on defending the top. But there's enough dudes at the bottom that I feel like I need to do that too. It's the center that I'm thinking I don't need to hold as hard. This is good for us though. All we need to do is land some swings. Get our reach advantage nice and high. Take that shot. If I move in here, I think I'm too close. Let's move back to the center. A little bit wonky, but I think we're okay. And we're going to be faster than Orc Warriors. So no reason to pop my adrenaline. Yeah, I gotta expect in the charge. It's a threefer. I'll take that. There's a small chance it gets better. Pass. Alright, a fourfer right there. No kill. Was hoping to get a kill on the Berserker so we could get a reset. But we'll probably... I'll take that 3. Alright, we'll take that easy kill. And I'm going to put big damage on that guy. I really just want to scare the hell out of him. Yes, this is what we want right here. Get the kill, get the reset, and then do it again. I'll pass here and see how they step in. Big hit. Threefer. Worth it. Alright, this is clutch. Alright, that was 3 95%ers, I think. And that gave us bonus 15% melee defense, which he doesn't have a ton of anyway. But he's got about as much melee defense as he would have if he had, like, a shield. Hopefully that's enough to sort of protect him. We'll see. We do not want him to break. That's for damn sure. Stepping in at the very least prevents charges from the warriors. Good bleed. Would like to get rid of this guy as quick as possible. And every time Rodrigo fades a hit, we cheer because, man, that's so much value on him. Alright, and they ended up stepping in on me. That's a fourfer. I'll take that. And we get the kill and we get the route. Okay. They stepped in on Raynald, which is what I was about to say. Which, you know, made it so that I still got a chance to act this turn. Took out all of this dude's armor. I don't know if I'll be faster than them because they're confident and because I'm wavering. I think I will be, though. Lone Wolf also increases your initiative. Alright, that sucks a little bit. But if anyone in our party can handle that, it's Moody. He's got no armor left, so No reason to use the punctures there. Alright, we're locked and loaded. Let's switch it up and attack. I want to get the overwhelm before he gets a chance to act. It's a little awkward, our positioning here. If we switch back to our handguns, they'll still be loaded. I'm not going to use any dogs if I can help it. Alright, 4 for there. Good hit. He's not broken yet, though, which is wild. 70% right in his face. Unfortunately, we did not take him out. Down he goes, though. Death to the champion. Alright, we'll take that kill just so we can get the reset. I guess I'll put some damage there. It's not the most efficient use. Ooh, double whiff on this guy. Alright, bone plating took the hit for us. Thank you, bone plating. Ooh, we almost got the kill here. Alright, Rodrigo was down in the turn order. Nice, and another triple hit landed. It did not improve our resolve, however. We're still wavering, and his resolve should be quite high. Yeah, he's at 72 right now. That bellow just really wrecked him, plus the surround. But look how many units he's holding up. If he can just hang in there, man. That hurt. That hurt. Oh, no. Yeah, this was a costly gambit, perhaps. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking so hot anymore. Every time they hit him, we fall a little bit further from the likelihood of this being a successful Rodrigo usage. And I don't know if there's any way we can get to him. This fight might be a bit of a mulligan, I hate to say. Because other than that, it's going very well. We didn't need to do that. It was a gamble. I expected that they would not surround him. Oh god, look at the bleed. I suspected that they would not surround him with so many orc warriors, but that is not the case, and he is basically dead now. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, dang it. Alright, let's try this again. It was a calculated move. The AI in recent times for me has been like almost completely ignoring my lone wolf bros. I expected them to put maybe 1-2 guys on there and then he would just beat them to death and then he'd be in the back lines. But instead they quadruple surrounded him and beat him. So, lesson learned here. AI is playing a little bit tighter than I thought they would. And Rodrigo, you know, in my mind, because he's very well armored, and for our company of peasants, he's a very strong brother, but he is not a hedge knight. That's something I need to like keep in mind. I think if you're playing your own campaigns at home with the peasant company, like you need to keep that in mind too. The thing that separates him from like a really good lone wolf brother is that he does not have, we'll take the ones that aren't shielded, he does not have the natural defensive stats that a hedge knight might, or even like an adventurous noble or any other, a sword master, something that you might actually use as a lone wolf bro. And against warriors or any like really high tier units, it's going to be kind of a close call as to whether or not he's got the defensive stats to stand up in those scenarios. Because even with reach advantage, he still basically has only the defensive stats of someone who has like a small shield, right? Whereas if he were a different background who kind of already comes with the higher stat line, it would be as if, you know, he had like a really strong shield. And then, you know, he could snowball from there. It's all about math in this game. His ability to either snowball or not snowball. Alright, get ready to get stunned. It's annoying because it's going to come from the young. Man, that was a very winnable fight if we just hadn't have gone out with Rodrigo. Kind of kicking myself a little bit. And seeing just how many warriors they have, I'm kind of wishing I had my grenades now. That was a beautiful shot. Gonna pass here. Very nice. Very good, and we're sending the shockwaves up their spine. Edgel, man, why are you routing? Shoot down that way. Very good. 2 kills. That hurt. Because now if we take... Oh. Edgel wants to go home, and that's not good. He was there to protect us and protect our flank. I can probably rally him. If I step forward with Ak, use the banner, I think we can reach him. But he can't be allowed to run. He's too important. Yeah. Okay. We just went full puncture there. Alright, is that all the Orc Young? Almost. And that brought back Edgel just a little bit. But the Champion and the Warlord are both on him. Which is kind of spooky. I'll step in here and attempt to block that. We'll have to just see who gets to go first. I want to get this guy out of here, at least scare the hell out of him. Big damage there. I almost certainly don't have to do anything to this guy. He's just going to get killed as he tries to run. Or I can go for the split, which will give me the kill and give me the reset. Very nice. Man, we almost just fully punctured that warrior. Excellent kill. That was a 6-man shot. Do it again, Moody. Big damage. See how many can we get here? 4, I think, is the max. And we did fear him. That's awesome. And we're applying that overwhelm. Feels good. I'll take a 52 there. More overwhelm, very important. We're not in as dire of a situation as we were before. Let's step forward here and rally. And I would very much like to beat this dude. Okay, I'll take the 3 here. He's got almost no armor. We can make him bleed. Alright, that hurts. Alright, they're on Moody, but that's not so bad. I mean, I expected this guy to jump in on Moody anyway. Regardless of what was going to happen, Moody was going to get stepped on by somebody. So the fact that all they did was put their own Orc warrior who's injured inside of a concave and then push Rodrigo to the point where he's still protecting Moody from one of the Orc warriors, I'm happy with that. That's not the worst outcome. Alright, big bleeds there. It's hammer time now. Damn, let me get the kill. There we go. Get the kill, get the reset. Just keep destroying that armor. And they're in my back line. We went back line heavy. Kind of understanding that this is a possibility. And the warriors are all up in our business now. But a lot of them are near death. Yeah, it's bill hook time here. Alright, that hurt. These misses, not so hot. Okay, good overwhelm. We're exhausted now on Tiberius. That may be a product more of him getting tossed around. Would like to break this guy, which is why I'm going for him. Let's see if we can kill this guy with Arcus. Good hit with the bill hook. I don't have a good rotation target. See, that's what I didn't want to happen. That moved me out of a good spot and into kind of a bad spot. Smashed. Alright, we'll step in there. Honestly, probably should have kept Raynald where he was. They might have stepped in on him and given me another attack. That was a bit of a mistake. This guy's worrisome because he still has so much of his HP left. And his confidence was worrying. I'm glad we took that away from him. Okay. He wasn't able to rally the running guy, but he was able to make Mug confident again. And our backliners are starting to take that damage we were worried about. Every time our Hamian misses, my heart skips a few beats. Damn. And Yaku is in trouble. Try not to use any dogs because I don't want them to gain more confidence. I'm going to move Yaku here simply because it puts Urhamian in the two-man surround instead of him. That's just plain old math. This is tough because Logan's in fine shape right now, but it also prevents him from using his gun, which at this point is still a useful weapon. But what we can do is this. Same idea behind like Yaku's movement. Alright, bros. This is a pretty damn pivotal turn. We have the option to hit two dudes here, see if we can nail it. We do. Big damage. Good hit. And this is Aerosol. So we can reload. We can do the old reload shoot trick. This is the shot that I was referring to here. This is a four-man shot with Overwhelm. We don't want to pass that up. Damn. Good, we needed that. We are so exhausted on Tiberius. We're going to take that kill and go for that hit there. Damn, they're going hard for Moody. That is not good. We've almost got Mug. Down goes Mug. That's beautiful. Didn't expect that, but we got it. We need Moody to survive, but I don't think he will now. Damn. Alright, AI. I mean, well played, I guess. He's gonna die to his bleed. I don't know how we possibly could have stopped that. Yeah. Did it say he was killed? Says he was killed. I seriously do not... I've never really committed to memory. I don't know whether or not he's actually dead, or else he still has a chance to come back to life. Someone once told me that what is said as part of your like death message determines whether or not you have a chance to come back. Obviously, if you're decapitated, you're not coming back. But I feel like fighting it out at this point is the move. But that frustrates me pretty hard. We basically had this fight in the bag, and then they made a, you know, got a few lucky hits. And then kind of position themselves in a way that, like, there's no escape. And then Yaku's probably dead, too. Yeah. Damn. I hate doing a fight multiple times in the same video. That bugs me so much. I want to always be making progress, but these are the type of challenging fights that, like, we need to be taking in the late game. Like, now it's like, do I do this fight again? You know? Because I can always go harder. I can bring in... I can do more things that would, like, really tip this in my favor. But I can use stuff like the fire pots. I can use stuff... I can use a lot of consumables to try and give myself an edge. I don't even... with two brothers dead, I shouldn't even keep playing that. There's a lot of things I can do. Even like using an acid flask, for instance. On a big group of orc warriors, that's so much value, especially if it splashes to multiples of them. See, how hard do we go? Got quick hands. Because we can go like full nuclear on these guys if we would like. Let's see. Who do we take out? Wolf is very good. We saw there how good Tiberius was. Okay, that's not what we want. We want Miguel. Pardon me, big sneeze. Okay. We want... Honestly, Urhamian has often failed to impress me in a lot of these fights. The handguns always have impressed me. Spread out the grenades a bit. We could even go one more. Pretty sure we have another throwing bro, don't we? We do, but it's actually... God dang it, where is he? Okay, there it is. It's actually Wolf. We could give him a grenade. But I think that's enough. Could also use flash pots, and like I said, we could also use acid flasks to destroy all of their armor. Let's try that. And we were attempting not to use dogs. Because I think playing into their morale is definitely a danger. Oh, that's not cool. The Berserker got a little cover this time. And another thing is, man, we are going to be engaged upon by the young before the warriors ever step in. Okay, we see Mug. Getting rid of these, like, frontliners would be really good. Give us a better idea of where we need to place our grenades, where we need to throw our acid. This is good. We've got some blobs forming. That's what we want. Could step in here, actually, and kind of define the front line for myself. Yeah, this is a huge blob. Okay. I'm going to step here. Throw there. Reload, maybe get a chance to do it again next turn. Step here, shoot here. Step here, shoot here. Really trying to, like, break these dudes if we can. Okay, that sucked. Yeah, I begin to hate the acid flask. And I really regret using it there because it's something that's very good versus the Kraken. Step in here. Just lock them down. Indomitable there. That was beautiful. Some textbook stuff. And the Berserker missing with his one attack feels good. Gonna rotate here. And reload. Wolf does need to get his shield in. Go ahead and lower the terrain. I can't see. There we go. Lots and lots of overwhelm. Let's step in here. Attempt to break this guy. And switch. This guy I want to get going. We're going to swap here. That way I can do a round swing and kill this guy potentially. Into a line shot. That's beautiful. Alright, get some fire damage. Get the kill for the reset, and we do. I'd rather get my shield in hand than get an attack off this turn. And this is kind of what I meant by going nuclear. Like, we're just using a ton of resources to try and, like, finish this fight up as fast as possible. It's hard to know whether it's the right call or not, though. See how they step in, what they do. I mean, there's still a ton of Orc warriors on the field. Edgel and Raynald are a bit isolated up here. But covering the battlefield in fire definitely helps. Trying to get some of them running. Alright, a little bit of acid damage, and he's standing in the fire. But Moody, once again, this is kind of the point where we have to make decisions about whether or not to use dogs, you know? The dogs are there when I use them often. They're just there to prevent flanks. That's kind of how I see their primary purpose. And oftentimes you've seen in many of my videos where a single dog will tank like 5, 6 hits. Okay, a little bit of fire. This is the guy we need to break next. Very good. Yeah, that's kind of bad. We got a 3 for here. And they're all kind of wavering, so let's do that. And then we'll rotate here. Very good. We'll switch here, reload for the next turn. Okay. Now, Wolf is in a kind of a tough spot. Let's break this guy's armor. Good hit. Definitely don't want these two breaking. They're holding it down for so many of us right now. Take that kill. Hopefully freak them out, and we do. Just hold, brothers. Alright, Miguel definitely wants to get a shield in his hands. Damn, a hit there might have been a kill. Go for a line shot. 81% out of ammo. Get a sword and shield in hand. And maybe we can rotate with zigzag. Get back in the fight. Now, Miguel has fire pots for days. I can throw another one if I want up here. My option there was to go defensive with a shield wall, but I think if I go shield wall, they're just going to push me. So let's try and get rid of this Orc Young. Let's rotate here so that Jake is the one in the double surround. We'll rotate here, that way Jebediah can get in the fight. And I'm going to drop a dog there. It gives us a concave. And if this orc swings on Snapper, we're kind of happy with that. This is the guy I think we have to focus. We have to focus and kill him. Somehow we managed to like preserve this pocket. There we go. That's what we needed. And now we can send up Ulfric. About to say, let's get that kill. Let's freak him out. I think we've got that one too pretty much in the bag. Our boys just need backup up here. I think we get our shield out instead of attacking. I'm going to drop a dog here because I think we've kind of turned the corner. Assuming no like giant whammies come our way. Good. Happy to get that bleed. A good round swing here should also help to set us straight a bit. And I'm happy that we're able to reinforce up top now. What I would love to have done there was break him. We need Edgel not to break. These guys cannot break. Alright, that's pretty bad, but he's almost gone. There we go. Step in here to put more bodies. on the runners. I'm going to step down with Zigzag. And I'm probably going to step up with Aerosol. Round swing. Good hits. We've got 4 Orc Warrior Runners, 5 Orc Warrior Runners. That was a great hit. Wavering, and the domino effect is starting. Definitely want to make sure we get the kills, though. Because they could always return. And I'm going to step in here. He'll have one more, like, obstacle to try to run away from. Oh, look at the bleed. Perfect. Hold, my friends. Go, doggo. Big hits from Runner. And the Berserker just now getting in the fight. Beautiful crossfire from both of our handgunners. I'm going to get the banner out. And head up top here. To try and be closer to our brothers in the event that they may end up breaking. This is not good. We're going to swap. See if we can get rid of him. Okay, on Aerosol, but he hit him in the head. Almost dead. No, that's very bad. That's very bad, and precisely why we brought the banner up. He's still fighting, but he's gonna die right now. So bad, I can't believe this. In the fourth quarter, they're coming back, and we're killing so many of them. Damn, okay. Okay. That's not the worst. We might be able to rally them. Oh man, Snapper, you're doing it, homie. Yes! Good doggo. I don't think we can reach him no matter what. Let's try. We got him. We got both of them. Hell yeah. And we almost certainly want to rotate Aerosol out. And that kind of sucks for Ack. Oh, he's running. I think we can maybe break this guy. Alright, we're not... Oh, god dang it. I was about to say, we're not out of it yet. But we can continuously rotate. And now he's confident. Not the best route I've taken with Rodrigo. I don't like that. Step back in. I'm going to step here. Good man. So I think we've just about done it, guys. Hopefully this fight pays off. I don't want to step in here. Yeah, that's basically what we wanted to happen. Sadly, I mean, we didn't want him to die, but... Oh no. Okay, Edgel's broken once again. Okay, we gotta rotate him away. We'll rotate him closer to the banner. Oh no, we can't rally. I was about to say, he's just gonna kill Edgel. He hit him in the head, thank goodness. They're going for Arazel some more. My thing was we had to kill him to make sure that Edgel can run. And we missed the first few attempts, which is why I was kind of despairing for a second, but we got the last couple. And we're even going to get Arazel out of harm's way. And I'm going to step in here and, you know, put another obstacle between Edgel and someone else. Okay. His heals, I mean, will protect him from the bleed and such. Let's get Tiberius in the front. I'm used to Moody being half dead, so every time I see him, I'm like, oh no, Moody, but he's fine right now. It's Arazel and Edgel that we really need to be worried about. I think everyone else is fine. Unless you count Snapper. Snapper is not fine. Oh, that's right. Logan is also a bit distraught. I'm so shocked the Berserker has lived this entire fight. And there we go. We got the wavering we've been wanting. Let's just break the big guy now. Nah. We're gonna chill down here. I would love to not let the Berserker go. Considering how much trouble this fight has been. Unless a dog catches them, though. We don't really have a shot. But with the Warlord dead, this fight is over. Ooh, he jumped back into killable range. I'll take that. And yeah, with Logan, we'll just pass. And he's still confident. That's a little scary. See if we can beat the confidence out of him. Get him. Alright, guys, and we did it. But we had to use a lot of fire grenades to do it. But ultimately worth it. Check this out. 2 shields for our trouble. Our shield game is pretty tight, guys. And a bunch of strange meat. I was kind of worried about us starving, but now our brothers are going to just have a diet basically consisting of only strange meat. And who knows how that will affect them. Dyes and furs, of course, is good. But we're going to check out those shields in just a second. Hopefully you guys stuck with me through that triple attempt orc fight. But that was a big one. And we did it. And that's why we use fire grenades. Okay. And we can kind of refill. Let's see, let's reorganize a bit. Sure. Jim got a level, very good. Let's give him more melee skill. I think his range skill is high enough. And some more melee defense is fine. And a little more resolve as well. And then Akir got a level. Very good. He 100% needs more hit points. Some more range skill. And I'm going to give him 1 point in melee defense. Because I hate 9s. Sure you guys understand. And then, boom. Where's his dagger? There we go. Okay, have all the wrongs been put right? Bring in some archers. And we can kind of substitute some of these bros. Something like this. I don't know, something like that. That'll work. And let's check out these shields. Okay, so we picked up basically a new heater shield. It's Unbending Fortress. On first glance, it looks bad. On first glance, it does indeed look bad. Let's put it next to, you know, just some standard shields. We could put this next to one of these. Okay, so Unbending Fortress, a reinforced wooden heater shield made from the finest materials and quite obviously crafted by a master shield maker. Same durability, 2015, same stats. It's 3 fatigue lighter, and it also has the added ability of shield skills build up -1 less fatigue. So, yeah, no, I've definitely seen better, but it's not terrible. It is not terrible. Who are we gonna put this on? Could put it on Ulfric. Red Bull gives you wings. He's the deserter. Could put it on Wybor. I'm kind of looking at this one for Wybor. Alright, here you go, Ulfric. You'll take that over the standard heater. And then this one here is the Incorruptible Carapace. A massive metal shield that is almost impossible to destroy, but very heavy and fatiguing to wear. So if Wybor has a taunt, I think he is a taunt bro, correct? No, he's not. So 15 and 21, of course it's almost unbreakable. It has the same durability as any of these other orc shields. It's very heavy, but less heavy than a heavy metal shield, which is cool. So it's only 1 heavier than a Sipper shield. Honestly, it's very comparable to a Sipper shield if you consider the downside of shield skills build up 5 more. But if you're not using a lot of shield walls, it doesn't matter that much. But I would definitely want to put that on a brother with really high fatigue. Who do we have that doesn't? I mean, are we rocking like all unique shields now? I'm looking at everybody. I mean, I count the Lindworm shield. It's got the stats. Yeah, we've got a full complement of unique shields now. Very cool. And enough horrible meat to not starve to death. Although worse things may happen to us than starvation. Hopefully that was enjoyable for you guys, because it was kind of painful. Wargasharak. A plethora of orc young. This place, while there is no champion, the champions haven't really been the hard parts of our fights, right? That champion, the last fight, didn't do anything. He didn't, I mean, he literally, I don't think he landed a single shot. He might have landed 1 shot in that whole fight. And all 3 attempts, he didn't do anything. So, the champions are not the problems, it's the numbers. And what I'm seeing here, many orc warriors, a plethora of young, this is a huge fight. And we just used a lot of our fire pots. Fire pots and handguns, I think we can control their numbers very well. And the plethora of orc young are actually a detriment to them. Because we can kill them so easily and so quickly that we can start to rout them much earlier on. You know, if we kill, 15 orc young before we kill our first orc warrior, the odds are that the orc warriors are going to be freaking out by the time we start killing them. So, a lot of times it is a detriment. You find a shattered skeleton nailed to a tree by an enormous axe. It's mostly just the chest cavity, for the rest of it has long since fallen apart. Long, curving artwork has been carved into a tree trunk. This is greenskin territory. Miguel Orc Slayer talks as he walks up to you. He touches the handle of the axe, its weight almost as sturdy as the tree it's embedded in. I'd say orc territory by the looks of things. Be on your guard. Okay, I'm attempting to discover this. Although there's probably nothing here. Some dire wolves. Man, dire wolves have been sorely missing from this Let's Play. I would have loved to make pelts with them a long time ago. Man-Eater's Den might be worth our time. We've still got some time left today. Yeah, I even like having all my archers in for this. In the smaller numbers. We're talking like an endless sea of orc warriors. I think the handguns really are good. I saw someone critique the usage of the handgunners in the Chosen fight, and I understood the point that was being made, which is that due to Battleforge, the amount of damage you're doing at first, at least, is kind of low. But I would challenge that by just, you got to pull up the numbers. I think if you were to look like strictly at the numbers, the amount of damage that even a single handgun fight, or a single handgun shot does over, let's say, an average of 3 enemies, is at least comparable to a single, shot landed from a warbow. And I'm saying a single shot instead of 2, because if we're going to average, landing 3 hits on a handgun versus landing 5 or 6 hits, right, which is the maximum possible, and you kind of calculate that versus like 1 shot versus the potential for 2 shots from a warbow, and you always have your chances to miss, right? I think that's a fair comparison. And then especially once the Battleforge starts to slowly kind of whittle away, if you're using fire pots to kind of take out some of that armor, if you're using, let's say the first handgun person fires and then another one overlaps, as you've kind of seen me do, I'll put 3 shots, like all on the same group. And by doing that, the first maybe shot softens, like kind of takes away the edge of the Battleforge, while the second shot does some decent damage, and then the third shot just crushes. I think in that last fight especially, you've seen like just how much damage it does, even to heavily armored orc warriors. For me, it's kind of like it's just a no-brainer at this point. I think the handguns versus heavy armor, large groups of heavy armor, is worth it. And you'll see there, that was landing both shots with the orc warrior. We did almost nothing. And even against single targets, I mean, look at that. That's not bad. Alright, we're waiting for that charge in. Good hit. So our company's completely decked out in terms of shields. Our armor game is pretty tight. Get this kill, get the reset. Set it up so that Wybor can get the kill and the reset. Actually, let's get it on Longbeard so we can take another shot here. But yeah, freak out the young. You see how the warriors are freaking out? We'll pass. Later, man. We'll do that. We'll do that. Give ourselves all the confidence we need. I'm going to step in an Indomitable. Now they're stuck fighting me. Used to love Indomitable. Until they nerfed it. Honestly, we don't have good shots. I'll take it. That's not a great shot. We can still shoot and then switch and then attack. They've all got throwing weapons, so we'll step in. I'll take that one. Switch it out. Step in there. See how he moves. And we'll bring out the pike. Put some overwhelm on him. Man, Indomitable used to be one of my go-to abilities. Especially against orcs. Orcs and Unhold. You could just send your bro out. use Indomitable, and they're like, well, I guess we have to fight this dude that we can barely hurt. Almost got him. Should have rotated in Arcus. That was a bit of a mistake. Talking and not playing. That was the hit we were hoping to get, was this one. Nice. And a full break there. We missed a chance to do some damage, but if we break him right now, which we do, then it won't really matter. There we go, we're getting the full surround. Forgot we had given Tung his own version of Miguel's weaponry. Very cool. Good, glad we're not letting him run. So the odds of us getting some unique item here, I think are okay. We'll run him down. I think the fight is big enough. I think we're far enough away from civilization, but there was no warlord. Whenever I fight a warlord, I think it's like 50-50, honestly. It's how it feels to me. Because I've definitely taken a lot of warlord fights where I didn't get anything at the end. Which is why it's such a high-risk, high-reward series of fights. Because you can't control the positioning all the time versus orcs, because sometimes they can dictate the positioning. Yeah, and we just, yeah, bupkis. But stuff that we can sell. Yeah, and of course we're going to have stuff like that we can just toss. That'll do for now. And we picked up a level on Zigzag, cool. Get one more range skill. One more resolve. And a little bit of melee skill, I guess. That point doesn't really matter. Melee skill, melee defense, HP, like whatever you want to do. So we have not found the Goblin City today. Instead, we went out of Goblin territory into Orc territory. We kind of found the edge. I'm going to still inspect this part right here. And I think we're going to low-end scans. And hoping that for once they have something that I need. Or want. And we'll cut through this kind of last area here that we haven't seen yet. Good for 2 more days worth of food. And we'll sell off our hull. I'm happy that we have left so many goblin outposts, though. When the time comes, we'll just run through them. We find the Goblin City, the Goblin Slayer, basically, as I've talked about in many of my episodes. The Goblin Slayer who shows up from the popular anime is going to give us a quest. And then we'll come back and we'll just run a train. We'll just go boom, boom. Maybe all in one episode. We'll take out all 4 locations. It might be a bit ambitious unless I go a little bit long. But I'm not expecting to have a lot of trouble with goblins. And with our numbers and our heavy armor, I don't think it'll be a problem. Now they have a contract probably to get rid of... Huh. What do you want me to do? Oh, no. No. Not interested. Let me camp. I'm so aggravated that this is one of our best, like, shopping places, and it's always being, like, raided by orcs. So we're just never going to get anything great here. Would love to spend some of my money purchasing some sort of, like, excellent... Oh, and they're still low on food from the last time we were here. Ugh. Spend some of my money purchasing an excellent, like, crossbow or something like that. Some rare thing. We've got lots of dogs. Fell off one of those nets. I like to keep some of them. I don't need 5 impalers. I'll sell 1. Don't need the great axe. Don't need the sword lance either. Did I take that dagger off of someone and I need to put it back? I feel like that's the case. So I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to err on the side of that I have made some small mistake that I need to correct. Sell the Sipper Shield. We don't need that anymore. The prices here are quite good to sell. And I'm also going to sell the Southern Longmail shirt with padding. We no longer have need of its services. And I'm also going to sell these 2 heater shields. I'm keeping kite shields for the goblin fight. But even now it seems silly because all my shields are unique. So their stats are probably just straight up better. The Grim Bend, we'll sell that. We'll sell the Spiky Cutter. Sell one of those mushrooms. And I kind of need to hold on to all this food until I can get to a place where I can get more. I'm going to buy the ammunition. And this is 140 tools. I'm going to buy all of these. And they're actually well priced. And then we're going to need to travel somewhere else. Stordorf is not the place. Hakim al-Ramal is probably a good bet. But I want to stay in this general area, so let's go to Griffinwall first. We'll go to Griffinwall and then to Wolfenstein, I think. And that'll set me up to go right back into this area. I think the Goblin City's in here. It's here or it's here. And there's some mountains kind of nearby. We could get some good, easy scouts. I don't think it'll take us, like, going wild and spending forever looking. I think we can get a pretty good look at most of the undiscovered locations. Just by getting near them. Okay, they're rebuilding here. I just need all your food. I'll also take your tools. Alright, we got up to 5 days. I probably shouldn't even be holding this. There's no real reason to. We'll check out the weaponsmith. Good prices to buy here. Holy crap! How much is it? 14,655. Very cool. Sir Egidius's is probably a cooler way to say that. Ergidius? Probably Ergidius. That's Egidius? There's no R. Sir Egidius's Splinted. 3 S's in a row. Feathered helmet. The Southern style helmet is not only richly decorated, but also well balanced and made from extremely high, misspelled high, quality metals. Very cool. 300 durability is pretty good. -2 vision, 1650. We're buying it. That's what I've been looking for, guys. Give me that sweet loot. So, that's an upgrade for several of our brothers. And will no doubt look quite fetching on someone. Let me see, how does that compare to this? Better vision, 3 heavier, but way more durability. Okay, I'm looking at... How does this look with Wolf? Oh, that looks sick. Okay. I'm thinking about giving this to Jake. But it's kind of a fatigue thing as well. I'm also thinking about fatigue. And how to help the brothers who kind of like struggle with it. You know what? This is definitely an Arcus helmet. Yeah. It looks badass on him. He's one of our bros that we lean on so heavily. Let's give him that. And then this helmet here can get passed on to someone like Mael. Yeah. And that frees up the heavy lamellar helmet, which I think we could safely use. Let's see. 255, 255. Yeah, just way better. We'll give that to Wybor. But I was going to say, we can use those for our dedicated handgun bros, but then we lose... It's just like, how heavily armored do we want our backliners to be? And the answer might be extremely. We might just want to go buck wild and just super heavily armored on everyone. Let's get rid of that. Let's put a smoke pot here. And that frees up another fire pot for our boy. Someone had a dagger and no longer has a dagger. I'm convinced of it. And there we go. That was the mysterious dagger. But really cool helmet, though. What an awesome design. And I'm happy to finally get our boy out of the undead helmet too, which just sucks. They're too heavy. But I would happily buy something else like that. You know what would be really cool too? Some unique dogs. I know there are some dogs in the game, like you can get a dire wolf if you get lucky. But how cool would it be to get, like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, think of exactly how to implement it. But I don't know, just like famed unique dogs that have, like, really sick stats or, like, ridiculous armor. See, I was thinking this. There might be a champion here for us to kill. It's nighttime. I don't really want to fight goblins at night. I'm gonna keep going about my business. Got a lot of ruins here. But after we get to Wolfenstein, we'll call it for today. Should 100% have taken that fight. Just to make the money. Would probably pay for all of our supplies that we're going to get here. Okay. Weaponsmith, anything unique. This is the weapon that I would love to put on our Hamian. The two-handed flanged mace. And I'm thinking about just buying it right now. The stuns have been good when they've happened with his weapon. But they're few and far between. And they almost don't make up for the fact that he does so little damage. And he often doesn't hit. The other weapon, I love it, the flanged mace. Because it's like, I always call it like a pimple popper. Because you just get this like satisfying BAM! Like it just smashes whatever you want to hit with it. We need food. Fish, grain, bread, tools. We need to get up to at least 6 days. Is bread not... No, okay. Bread will get us there. And then I think that's about it. We can always see what this contract is. No, they want me to travel somewhere. Nah. They have disbanded troops right now. Nope. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me today. I'm glad we got to end on a high note, getting a cool helmet for Arcus. And we also got 2 unique shields. So another good day of rare loot gathering. We also found the grotesque tree and healed Raynald. That was a pretty big deal. And then in this next episode, we'll accomplish the mission finally of finding the Goblin City. It's somewhere in here. 100% guaranteed. I'm kind of putting money that it's out here. Somewhere right here. Just based on kind of the weird geometry of where these locations are and how they're spaced. We have 1, 2, the third one was right here. 4. So we've got like kind of this mark here. The Unhold Graveyard is here. You could almost fit something right here. If not, I guess it would be right here. I don't know, guys. We'll find it tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.